Hi, good evening. My name is Seema. So for those who don't know, my name is Seema and I am a storyteller. I always tell stories to children and I always have my friend with me, Armugam. Armugam, Armugam, you have to turn that side. The children are all there, Armugam. Armugam. Hey? Armugam, what is this? What happened to you? Why is your face like this? Oh, Armugam tells me that he's sad. Sad. So dramatic, like a movie star. Oh, he tells me he's sad because he's missing school. Today is Teacher's Day and he's missing school. He says he's missing, he's missing his friends the most. He's missing his teachers also. Yes. What about their scoldings? Armugam, I know, you're missing the scoldings also. He says he's missing the school bell. Oh, how nice that school bell would be, you know. Now we are missing with that Zoom and all. You're not getting that school bell feel itself. He's saying he's missing the lunchbox. He's missing everything except studies, I suppose. Huh? Oh, he says he's missing the school bag also. I know, Armugam. Don't worry. That is why I know all these children also are missing school, bored of sitting in front of a computer or in front of a mobile. And that is why we have bought something special today. We are going to recreate the effect of a school. We are going to do something special, bring the magic of school. Yes, I'm not going to take you to a school, but we are going to do all that and more. And guess what? We are going to do it through stories. Armugam, don't give this sudden poses, okay? It gives me a heart attack sometimes. Why stories? Because stories. Is there anyone who does not like stories? Everybody likes stories. I like stories. I know you like stories. Everybody likes stories. And do you know that favorite book of yours, Panchatantra? That was also written by a teacher. Do you know that story? No? You keep reading Panchatantra, you don't know the story it seems. You see, there was a king and that king had 3 foolish sons. Foolish means totally foolish. They would try to find apples under mango trees, mangoes under apple trees. And then even if they got a mango, they would eat the seed and throw the flesh. So foolish. And the king was very worried. And that was when a teacher by name Vishnu Sharma, he came, he took this princess to a forest where he had his Gurukula, an ashram, you know, like a school, olden day school. And he taught them. He taught them through stories. What were the stories? He had written it, the Panchatantra. So now you know, Panchatantra is actually written to teach those princes how to be wise, how to rule a kingdom, everything. And that is why we are also going to tell stories to have some super duper fun. Are you ready? Yay! He's clapping. He's happy. So before I talk chopper, let us start the story. Armugam is asking why I'm dressed like a fancy dress. Fancy dress? No. He's telling I look like a sumo wrestler. Fingers on your lips. I think I'll give you that exact school effect. Now, children, we will have 3 periods in this class. Small periods. Each period will have one story. And just so that you know that we're moving from one section, one period to another, I will have this bell with me and we'll do ding, 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 which means the first period has started. Armugam, are you ready to listen to the story? And no more making funny comments about me looking like a sumo wrestler, okay? I am not a sumo wrestler. What am I? You will find. So let me put Armugam to rest and start the story. Nam yo ho renge kyo. 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 Long ago, very long ago, in a country that was very far from India, in a country which is called the land of the rising sun. Yes, in Japan, there lived a Zen master. Now, who is a Zen master? He is a teacher. But he is just not an ordinary teacher. He is a teacher who teaches not just math, science, language, but also about Lord Buddha. He used to teach about the God. He used to teach about being kind to people. He used to teach children how to behave with each other. Kindness, generosity. He would teach all the good things. So many wonderful things. Just like how Vishnu Sharma in that Panchatantra story, how he took the princess far away into a Gurukula. This Zen master or this teacher, his name was Banke, okay? His name was Banke, and Banke used to teach children in a monastery. A monastery is like a school, but like I told you, they do many, many other things there. And in this monastery, which was far away, a monastery that looked like this, in this monastery, which was far away from the city, lots of trees, lots of plants, beautiful animals, birds, fresh air. The children loved to be in this place. They were so happy. They were so kind. They were so generous. They were so compassionate. Meaning they were always thinking about others, about doing good things to others. And so it was a happy, happy place. Now you see, when you stay in a monastery, it's like staying in a hostel. Only it is very, very strict. Lots of rules. You have to follow the rules. One, everything is simple. No fancy pasta, gista, or all your noodles, McDonald's, nothing. Simple food. And that too, they had to help the cook in making it. Now, early in the morning, they have to wake up as early as 4 o'clock in the morning. They have to get up and then they have to freshen themselves and start praying early in the morning. They will have to attend compulsory prayers, meditation, and then they have to go to classes, take down notes, they have to study, they have to help everyone in that monastery. Some children would help people in the garden, some people will help in the kitchen, some will help them, take care of the animals. They had so many things, and no lying, no cheating, nothing. And still, these children loved that place. They were so happy and they respected Banke so much. They called him Sansai, as in sir, or like we say, Guruji, sir. So they would say, Sansai, we love this place. This is so nice. They spent the whole day being happy, chanting some mantras and singing some prayers, listening to classes and taking some notes. These were a few of your favorite things. What a lovely place, isn't it? Helping everyone and hurting no one. Helping everyone and hurting no one. Laughing and singing and chatting and playing. These were a few of your favorite things. Yes, so it was a happy, happy place until trouble came. Trouble came in the form of a little boy who was very smart, who looked to be very smart, who also looked as if he could be very, very naughty. Now his name was Kenzo. So Kenzo joined the school, and then things began to change. Things not only began to change, things began to disappear. Yes, initially in the beginning, small things began to get lost. A small pen here, a paper there, a spoon there, and nobody worried about it. They thought, okay, something is getting lost. Maybe I forgot. And then one day, when Fuzo went to the dining table to have his food, they would keep all their eating bowls. Now they have to wash their own eating bowls. They have to keep it in the racks. He went to the rack to pick his eating bowl. It was missing. And he said, but I remember keeping it here. Where could it be? He searched over the rack. He searched under the rack. He searched in the cupboard. He searched in his room. He searched in his bag. He searched everywhere. But it was not to be found. Where could it have gone, he thought. But he could not find out. And then a few days later, Jizo, while he was praying, he suddenly realized his prayer beads, like those Rudrakshamani we use, our saints will have, like that, those prayer beads, they were missing. He knew he had kept it somewhere. He knew it was here only. He searched his bag, he searched everywhere, not to be found. And then a few days later, another boy, he had his test the next day. So he took out his notebook. He wanted to search for his notebook. He opened his bag. His notebook was missing. How is it possible? I kept it on this table yesterday itself. Worst case, it should have been in my bag. It is not to be found. And then they all knew something is happening. But they didn't know who was taking it or what was happening. Could rats have taken all this? But will rats take eating bowl, prayer beads and books? What will rats do with all this? There should be some bits at least. No, not possible. What could have happened? And soon they started worrying. They went and told Banke, Sansai, things are missing. We're getting lost. Sansai said, it's okay. I don't think so. Go and check properly. And then they came back and they thought maybe we have forgotten something. But things continued to get lost. And soon they were worried, very, very worried. So they didn't know who was responsible for this. So every time they looked at somebody, they would think, could this boy have taken my spoon? Could this boy have taken my bowl? Sometimes food also went missing. That special fruit which was kept in the table was missing. Could that, I think he would have, no. He wouldn't have taken. And so the peace in that monastery, in that school, was lost. Soon everybody was looking at each other suspiciously, looking at people and wondering what are you up to, and thinking that they're thieves and finding some clues. These became their favorite things. Oh, they got so worried. Everything was changing. Every time they were worried if something will get lost. What if they go to class and they don't find their pen? And so they all got together and they started saying, something is wrong. How is it possible? I thought first that fellow was there, no, Jiko. I thought he has taken because he was looking at my pencil. But then I know him. He's been there with us for so long. Not possible. And someone else said, yes. Even I thought it was somebody. But I know our children. No. I don't think so. We've all known each other for so long. And that was when the idea struck. Yes, we know all of us very well, except that little boy, that new student, Kenzo. And they said, definitely it must be him. And so soon, all their eyes were on Kenzo. And they became very suspicious about him. And wherever he went, they kept looking at him. They stared at him. They kept their eyes on him. And when he went, they quietly followed him. They didn't want him to know, but they were doubtful. But they couldn't find anything. Things getting lost. They couldn't find any proof. And then, many days later, the unthinkable happened. This was what they were expecting, but finally it happened one day. In the dining room, Kenzo was alone. And he turned to the left, he turned to the right. Nobody was there. Quietly, he put his hand next to the bowl. There was another eating bowl next to him in which there was a very delicious sweet. He just took that and he was about to put into his mouth when all the children came. They were hiding, they were waiting, and they said, Kutya, you thief! You were the one we knew all along. Now we have caught you. Poor Kenzo, half the sweet is in his mouth, half is in his hand. But they just said, we will not leave you. And they dragged him to Banke. They took him to Banke. And poor Banke, he did not know what's happening. Whole class, whole school is coming there. And they said, Banke, Sansai, he is a thief. He stole us. Yes, he stole my bowl. My eating bowl. It was my favorite bowl. He stole that. He stole my pencil, I had a test the next day. Yes, Sansai. He took my notebook and I also had a test the next day. Like this, each one of them complained. And Banke, he said, shh, calm down. It's okay. And he said, just ignore. Go back to your classes. Ignore? You mean to say? Yes, go back to your classes. I will take care. Now the children were so upset. They were disappointed. They were angry. They were humiliated. What is humiliated? They were insulted. Here, there is proof that he is a thief and Banke sir is not doing anything only. But they couldn't do anything. So they quietly went back, very, very angry, very, very sad. Why is the teacher not listening to us? And very, very disappointed. Now they were angry at two people. They were angry at Kenzo and they were angry, a little angry, with Banke sir also. Don't know why he is not taking our side. We are every day we're going and telling. He's saying, okay, I will take care. He's not punishing him only. And then they got so worried. Wherever they went, they took their bags along. So they took the eating bowls to the classroom. They took the books to the eating room. Everywhere they'll clutch onto their bags because they were so afraid that something will get stolen. And things, in spite of all this, continued to get stolen. And so when they saw Kenzo, they would give him dirty looks. They made all these angry faces. But Kenzo, not bothered. He was smiling, happily doing whatever he wanted to. Soon things got so bad that they all decided, enough! Too much is happening here. Now, they are all monks. They should not get angry. But they were always getting angry. And so they all got together. All the children, except Kenzo. They got together and they decided, we have to do something. How many times to go and talk to Banke? Let us file a petition. What is a petition? It is actually a letter. That's all. All of them together, they decided to write a letter. They said, dear Banke, please understand our problem. Every day something or the other is getting stolen. Here is a list of things that is getting stolen. 1, 2 bowls, 3 pens, 4 books, eatables, unlimited, so many things. They had a huge list. And so finally they wrote, you have to take care of this. You have to punish Kenzo. Send him out of school. If you do not send him out of school, all of us, together, we will leave the school. Thank you, sincerely, ting, 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 ting. All of them signed, almost 100 children. And this letter they took and walked towards Banke sir. And when they went, they were a little nervous. They said, Sansei, here is our letter, our petition. And so Banke just looked at it. He said, yes, sit down. Let me go through it. And he read the letter. He read the long list of things that were stolen. And finally, he read what was written. Either you throw him out or you keep us. Choice is between you. And so he slowly folded the letter. And in a very soft voice, he said, I think you may all leave. If you want to, you can all leave. No problem. Leave right now. What? Leave right now? But Sansai, how can you do that? We are right. He is wrong. How can you do that? And we don't want to be in a place where our teacher itself lets us down. They said they turned back and they were about to leave. They were all so disappointed. They were shocked. How can he do that? But then they also wanted to know why he's doing it. Every time you tell, don't cheat, don't lie. And now he's telling us, you people go when we are right and he is wrong. So they all turned back and said, Sansai, you have to tell us why. Why should we leave and why should he be there? Kenzo is wrong, Sansai. We know, we have proof. He is only stealing everything. And then Bankai said, calm down. You know why? Because all you children, your wise children, you already know what is right and what is wrong. You know it is wrong to steal. You know what is good. You know what is bad. And so even if you go out, there won't be any problem, isn't it? Even if you go out, you know how to lead a good life. But that poor little boy, Kenzo, he's so small. He does not know even now that is good, what is wrong. He does not know what is right. He does not know what is wrong. And if I chase him out of the school, what will happen? Who will take care of him? And when he said that, Kenzo, who was waiting, he was hiding and watching what is going to happen. He was very nervous. So he was watching, and when he heard that, he started crying. He started crying because he had never thought. He started crying because Banke was so good. He had made so many mistakes, and still Banke is saying, I will take care. I will teach him the good things. He's still young. So he went running to and said, Sansai, Sansai, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will not steal anymore. I will not steal anymore. And the other children, when they saw this little boy crying and when they heard what Banke was saying, they too were dumbfounded, meaning they were shocked. They said, we never thought like this. We never thought that he does not know what is right or wrong. Oh, instead of giving him dirty looks and all those faces, we could have told him, no, we could also have helped him, asked him if he was hungry, why was he stealing, asked him what was happening, told him right or wrong. And so they said, Sansai, we are also sorry. We will not go. We will stay here itself. Yay! And from that day onwards, peace returned to the monastery. Kenzo changed. He turned into a new leaf, meaning he became a better person. He stopped stealing. As for the others, chanting some mantras and singing some prayers, helping everyone and hurting no one. This became their favorite activity once again. Yes. So you see, children, I'm sure all of you would have had the same problem even in your class. Each one of you have gone through this. Maybe not stolen or something, but you will go and complain to your teachers. Ma'am, this girl is pinching me. Ma'am, that boy took my pencil box. Ma'am, he is always irritating me. Ma'am, he's doing this. Ma'am, he's doing that. Sir, this is happening. And whenever that happens, sometimes teachers just ignore you. They just smile. Now you know why, isn't it? Because the heart of a teacher is so big that it always smiles, especially for those people who need it the most. So next time your teacher just smiles, it's okay. Understand. Thank you. This was a folk tale from Japan, a Zen story. Okay? Thank